We have another big guest joining us. Mr. P.K. Mukherjee, Managing Director of CESA Goa, joins us on the phone line. Mr. Mukherjee, good morning and good to have you with us today. Well, first up, can you tell us what was the outcome of the Supreme Court hearings that were lined up last week?
No, last week nothing has happened so far iron ore mining is concerned. Iron ore mining, I think the fag end of Friday, Karnataka matter has started, and which is supposed to be going on from tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So that is what we have to see. Although I think during that last half an hour of Friday, I understand that amicus curiae has told that there is no problem in accepting the CEC report, which says that to grant resumption of mining for all A and B categories.
Okay.
So that takes our mines, which is in B category, also into account. But tomorrow morning onwards, Karnataka matter is supposed to be dealt with. There are various other issues are also being brought in by other councils. So let us see how it pans out tomorrow onwards.
Okay, so are you getting a sense, Mr. Mukherjee, that perhaps from here on things will be speeded up? Do you have some idea as to when at least in Goa things will come back into shape and you will be allowed to mine, considering that now there is a serious current account deficit issue as well? Iron ore, which was an export item, could soon become an import item or has already become. So do you think you're at least beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and if so, when?
See, the matter is in Supreme Court,
yes.
And Supreme Court was kind enough to understand the importance of the whole matters of the mining. That's why last week they have sat 3 days continuously in the forest bench, which was not the case before. And this week also apparently they have given 3 days continuously, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So after the Karnataka matter is concerned, then the Goa is in the line. So we have to see. Actually, Goa, no effective hearing has taken place. So I can't take a guess. But so far your other point is concerned, the impact. Now, impact is, I think, known from the very beginning that what is the impact of such a big lock on Goan mining. This is Goan mining is totally export oriented because there are no takers in India, and the moment we stop the mining and stop exports. This is besides the huge current account deficit, fiscal deficit, effect on the what do you call that, foreign exchange reserves. Another important aspect is that the market which has been developed over the decades with a very, very painstaking effort by the Goan miners. As you know, Goa is mining for last 6-7 decades. Japan, South Korea, Europe, besides China in the last decade or so. This market has been developed very, very painstakingly, and nobody is waiting for the supplier to when they resume supply, and accordingly they will plan their production.
Absolutely, sir.
So that is a huge concern, and I think all of the planners and administration people, including the courts, I think they understand that, and that is where the urgency is this. Besides the fact that Goa, although it is a small state, but it is still a state, and its state's economy is hugely impacted. 1/3 of the population is reeling under uncertainty. 25% of the gross state domestic product has gone, and 1/3 of the state's revenue has gone. So this is a huge issue. And in case of Goan mining, for your audience, I must tell, almost 50% of the revenue goes to the exchequer, either in the form of export duty or in the form of government royalty, and and in the form of income tax.
Your point is taken, Mr. Mukherjee. I just wanted to add, now, do you think as and when you are able to mine and start exporting, will you find Indian iron ore selling at a discount because of this uncertainty premium, the risk premium?
It is more likely than not. That much only I can say.
Okay. Mr. Mukherjee, you indicated that the Supreme Court will be hearing the Karnataka mining ban case till Thursday. Are we likely to get a resolution on Thursday itself, or the resolution on B mines, category B mines, is not going to come so quickly?
No, I think I am optimistic from the very beginning. So it is a matter of time only. So far our mines resumption is concerned. But only one thing we must tell everybody, that One is Supreme Court allowing the resumption of mining, but also there are various other approvals, including the MOEF approvals, which have all lapsed. That also needs to be in place. So for which also we are requesting Supreme Court to give an appropriate directive to the ministries to give a temporary permit or something like that, so that you can start resuming the operation fast.
Okay, so on that two-part question, sir, how long will these other approvals take, the likes from an MOEF, and how high is the likelihood of you all getting, if while the approvals are still coming through, you all getting a temporary license to go ahead and start mining?
You see, as per the laid down laws of the land, any expiry of any licenses, you are supposed to apply for renewal one year in advance, which in our case we have applied 16 months in advance. Okay, but it is unfortunate that the concerned authorities have not processed those applications because they were under the impression that Supreme Court has banned it, so we have got nothing to do right now. But the matter has started being processed after Supreme Court has intervened and told that we have never told that no processing of application should be done. But then it takes its own time. As you know, being an Indian, being an Indian, we know in India these government approvals do not take overnight. So it is state government level, it has been processed, that is our forest clearance, and then now it has to move to central government, MOEF, and then MOEF has to ultimately clear. So that is why there is something called TWP, which is very much known in the parlance of forest people, that temporary working permit. So that is to be given by the MOEF within a defined for a defined time frame, maybe 6 months or so or 3 months or so, and for which we are requesting Supreme Court to issue an appropriate directive to MOEF to give us a TWP for that.
Do you think that you will get some inventory liquidation permission from the court in Goa at least quickly?
We are hopeful. We are hopeful. As I said, that I am optimistic, and we are hopeful because.
But no progress on it just yet.
As I have spelled in brief, that impact in Goa is huge, and some economic activity on the mining front has to start very fast.
Okay. So are you looking at starting your pig iron operations through imported iron ore?
See, this is always an option for us to evaluate. This is a pure economics. We are running our pig iron operations at a very, very constrained way because of this iron ore availability issue, as well as the high cost of iron ore, whatever is available. So this is an economic consideration which we are continuously evaluating. But currently, as you know, the iron ore price in the world market has also gone up in last couple of months, and that is why at the moment, in spite of domestic price is very high, economically it doesn't make much sense, particularly considering when you have to import a shipload of ore, which is a big quantity, so far our pig iron plant is concerned.
All right, Mr. Mukherjee, thanks so much for giving us all those details. That's the word coming in on CESC Goa. Supreme Court meetings lined up in this coming week. First one will be on Karnataka and thereafter on Goa. But let's see what happens.